If you have a criminal record and you're trying to rebuild your life in Albuquerque, you've probably already felt the frustration. You apply online. You hear nothing. You apply again. Silence. And that voice in your head starts telling you, nobody's going to hire me here. That voice is wrong. But it's not completely wrong about where you're applying. Here's what most people don't understand. Albuquerque has two different job markets. One is heavily filtered. The other hires people with records every single week. If you've only been applying to one of them, you've been playing the game on hard mode. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly where people with records are actually getting hired in Albuquerque, and how to stop wasting time on applications that were never going to call you back. This is part of our City Jobs series here on Felon-Friendly Jobs Now. Let's get into it. Albuquerque sits at the intersection of two major freight corridors. Interstate 40 handles east-west traffic, connecting the West Coast to Texas and beyond. Interstate 25 handles north-south traffic, running from El Paso up through Denver. That makes Albuquerque one of the most important transportation and distribution hubs in the entire Southwest. And here's what that means for you. When freight moves through a city every single day, operational industries hire consistently. Not seasonally, not occasionally, consistently. That's your opportunity. Every city has two different job markets. Understanding the difference will change how you apply. The first is the prestige economy: corporate offices, finance, government administration, legal firms. These jobs have high visibility, centralized HR departments, and heavy screening processes. If you have a record, these are the hardest doors to open. The second is the throughput economy: logistics, warehousing, construction, manufacturing, healthcare support. These industries hire based on operational demand. They need bodies. They need reliability. They need people who show up. When you understand that Albuquerque's economy is built on freight, construction, and healthcare systems, not corporate towers, you stop wasting applications on the filtered market and start targeting the one that's actually hiring. Now let's get specific. In Albuquerque, job opportunities are tied to geography. Here's where the throughput economy operates. The I-40 Industrial Corridor. This is where you'll find distribution centers, logistics hubs, and freight operations. If a package is moving through New Mexico, it's probably passing through here. The I-25 Transportation Corridor. Regional trucking routes, industrial parks, and manufacturing facilities. A lot of entry-level work flows through this area. The airport industrial zone near Albuquerque Sunport, cargo operations, warehouse staging, and logistics support roles. These jobs don't always get posted online. They move fast. And then there's downtown Albuquerque, government offices, corporate headquarters. These have the heaviest centralized screening. If you're only applying to office jobs downtown, you're fishing in the most heavily screened pond. The throughput economy is out by the highways. That's where the real hiring happens. Let's talk about the legal landscape. New Mexico has fair chance hiring laws that limit when employers can ask about criminal history on initial applications. But here's what you need to understand. Delayed screening does not mean no screening. Employers still evaluate applicants based on the role and its responsibilities. Operational industries may look at your situation differently than licensed professions. The law gives you a better chance to get in the door. What you do with that chance is up to you. Now let's break down the specific industries in Albuquerque where operational hiring happens regularly. Number 1. Warehousing and distribution. Albuquerque's position on the I-40 corridor means goods are constantly flowing through. That creates steady demand for forklift operators, shipping and receiving clerks, inventory control, and loading dock workers. These roles support regional supply chains. They're not glamorous, but they're consistent, and consistency builds a track record. Number 2. Transportation and logistics. Logistics companies need workers for yard support, freight staging, dispatch assistance, and warehouse transfer roles. Some positions require clean driving records. Others don't touch a steering wheel at all. Know the difference before you apply. Number 3. Construction and trade support. Albuquerque continues to expand. Residential, commercial, infrastructure. That means ongoing demand for general labor, material staging, and site cleanup. Here's a tip. Subcontractors often hire directly without going through the big general contractors. That's where the faster path often is. Number 4. Manufacturing and industrial work. Industrial employers across the metro support assembly operations, packaging, and equipment operation. Many of these entry-level roles come through staffing agencies. That's not a dead end. That's a back door. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Number 5. Healthcare support roles. Large healthcare systems, hospitals, clinics, long-term care facilities create jobs beyond clinical staff. Environmental services, laundry, food service, maintenance, patient transport. These roles keep hospitals running. Clinical positions have stricter licensing and screening requirements, but support roles are often evaluated individually. Number 6. Property management and facilities. Apartment communities and commercial properties need janitorial staff, groundskeepers, and maintenance assistants. These roles are often evaluated case by case, especially when the work doesn't involve entering occupied units. I need to be straight with you about something. Second chance hiring does not mean guaranteed hiring. It means employers are willing to evaluate applicants case by case rather than automatically rejecting anyone with a record. Anyone promising you automatic placement is not being honest. That's not how this works. What I can tell you is this. Opportunities exist, but you have to apply strategically, not randomly. So what do you actually do with this information? Here's your action plan if you're searching for work in Albuquerque. Step 1. Start with the New Mexico Workforce Connection website. This is the state's official job board, and it lists openings from employers across the metro. Step 2. Focus your search on logistics and warehouse jobs near the major highways. That's where the throughput economy lives. Step 3. Check construction subcontractors and staffing agencies directly. They often move faster than big companies. Step 4. Separate licensed professions from operational roles. Healthcare, for example, has both. Know which one you're targeting. Step 5. Research your expungement or record sealing options in New Mexico. If you're eligible, clearing part of your record changes everything. And if you want to skip the guesswork, go to www.felonfriendlyjobsnow.com and check out our Second Chance Employer Directory. These are companies that have committed to fair chance hiring practices. That's your first target list. Felon Friendly Jobs now creates city-by-city guides showing where operational hiring actually happens. We're not just telling you jobs exist. We're showing you which industries, which corridors, and which entry points give you the best shot. If your city wasn't covered in this video, check the channel. We're continuing to map more job markets across the United States. Head to www.felonfriendlyjobsnow.com for free resources on resumes, applications, and job search strategy. Link in the description. I'll leave you with this. Your past does not erase your future. Across America, and right here in Albuquerque, freight moves every single day. Warehouses operate every single day. Construction expands every single day. Healthcare systems run every single day. Within those systems, opportunities still exist. You just have to know where to look. Now you do. Be strategic. Be patient. Stay consistent. If you're in Albuquerque or anywhere in New Mexico working on your comeback, hit that subscribe button. We're building something here. And in the comments, drop your city. Tell me where you're searching. We might cover it next. I'm rooting for you. Now go get that job.